Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is January 2nd of 2026. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage an apocalyptic, earth-changing event under the guise of a naturally occurring impact event targeting one or more locations on planet Earth by the date of January 7th of 2026. So for those of you that are unaware, back on July 1st of 2025, the CIA created this epic hoax entitled 3I Atlas. This is this alleged interstellar comet that is in deep space. It allegedly passed to Earth and made its epoch back on December 19th. And the CIA is planning on staging an earth-changing event that is subsequently blamed on this fictitious planet or this fictitious interstellar comet. And they are going to forever change life on planet Earth with this hoax that they're ready to execute. And given that this particular interstellar comet 3I Atlas was discovered on July 1st, or 7-1 or 1-7, depending on how you square it, then it would stand to reason that it would appear or they would stage some sort of an event by 1-7, January 7th of 2026. And this is what's called reflective numerology. The number 17 equates to the letter Q in the English alphabet, which is obviously as Q is in coup d'etat, because this is basically going to overthrow the planet in the existing order of the planet in the next 5 days. So basically, at some point between now, January 2nd, and January 7th of 2026, the CIA is going to stage this apocalyptic, earth-changing event. So what's also imperative to note is the numerology. So the date of January 7th marks exactly 190 days since the discovery of interstellar comet 3I Atlas back on July 1st of 2025. So the number 190 equates to the letter S in the English alphabet, which is not only a snake, indicative of poison, but it is an acronym for Switzerland, which is home to the CIA. And so they always do stuff on the number 19. And in this particular case, regarding 3I Atlas, it's no different. So exactly what type of event they plan to stage on planet Earth and subsequently blame this interstellar comet for is obviously not known. But some sort of alien disclosure event is expected. This could be the most likely scenario. I would say 90% chance is that the CIA stages some sort of impact event targeting one or more locations on planet Earth. Essentially, what the CIA would do is they have a bunch of rockets which they've launched and that are currently being docked at the International Space Station. And then they would release these rockets. They would target various locations on planet Earth where large amounts of explosives have been placed beneath the ground. We're talking hundreds of thousands of tons of TNT. And so when this rocket strikes a particular location, there's an apocalyptic explosion, and then they'll claim that it was some sort of impact event. There's also the possibility that the CIA is going to stage some sort of solar storm that they blame on this interstellar comet 3I Atlas. So they could claim that this planet, which passed Earth allegedly on December 19th, came back around, got caught in Earth's gravitational field, and was pulled back in, and then it caused some sort of electromagnetic pulse event, and therefore all the electricity suddenly was turned off, resulting in a prolonged or permanent electrical blackout, and of course internet blackout. They could claim that this particular planet was responsible because they're claiming outright that there's some sort of alien extraterrestrial life on this planet or in this planet, interstellar comet 3I Atlas. And so they've always created over the last 50 years this link between aliens and nuclear weapons, because what they plan on doing is basically executing or triggering the mutually assured destruction scenario and then blaming it on alien interference, allegedly hacking the nuclear weapons laboratories and silos, and then basically setting off full-scale World War III. There's also the possibility that the CIA is going to stage an apocalyptic infernos around planet Earth. So these are basically satellite-based direct energy weapon-related attacks, and then they subsequently would blame this planet and or its respective aliens for this impending event. So we could expect massive infernos targeting London, Paris, New York, Washington, major Tokyo, Mexico City, Buenos Aires, Rio de Janeiro. We could expect massive infernos targeting major cities. Also, if the CIA does forego the full-scale launch of multiple nuclear missiles from Russia and the United States targeting one another, they may just go with that these aliens are setting off nuclear explosions around Earth. Like I said, there's multiple locations on planet Earth where large amounts of explosives, we're talking in the hundreds of thousands of tons of TNT, have been buried. Most of these are spaceports, such as NASA launch sites all around the world, in Europe, in Russia, in Asia. And so then they would set these off and then claim the aliens are setting off nuclear explosions. And that is exactly what this this propaganda movie that just came out a few months ago entitled House of Dynamite. It's about basically to foreshadow that there's these houses, these spaceports, these stadiums, these buildings that are full of dynamite, and that they're going to blow up. So basically, the CIA is planning on staging some sort of basically alien asteroid apocalypse type movie event, and this appears to be the murder of Rob Reiner, appears to be a blood sacrifice offered up to this impending attack, and coincidentally, Steven Spielberg, possibly the greatest filmmaker of our time, just came out with a new trailer for his new movie called Disclosure Day. And what a coincidence that this movie is now going to be coming into the theaters just in time for this 3I Atlas event, which is expected by January 7th of 2025, 2026, excuse me. Obviously, if the CIA does in fact stage this 3I Atlas interstellar comet related event, there's going to be social unrest and riots and looting and all across the United States and possibly the world, and obviously this would likely happen in the aftermath of some sort of apocalyptic event, possibly targeting the electrical grid, possibly featuring the explosion of multiple nuclear weapons around the world. What's imperative to note here is that in the aftermath of this video, the CIA would likely blame some other related, what they call near-Earth object, NEO. So basically, if you go to the European Space Agency or the NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, you can see that there are a number of what they call near-Earth objects which are floating around in space, allegedly, that are going to strike Earth. I'm just going to briefly list the ones that are expected by the date of January 7th. And these are in no particular order, but these are all what are called near-Earth objects. So I'm just going to list off the numbers. So 2025 YZ, 2025 YS9, 2025 YT2, 2025 YV6, 2025 YF3, 2025 YF4, 2025 YN7, 2025 YA4, 2025 YQ7, 2025 YV7, 2014 AF16, 2025 YY3, 2025 YM6, 2025 YV1, 2025 XS4, 2025 YW7, and 2023 M15 are expected by the date of January 6th. There's also 2025 YY8 is expected on January 8th. So those are just a few of the near-Earth objects that are allegedly floating around planet Earth and could allegedly strike Earth under the guise of a naturally occurring impact event. What we do know is that the CIA is planning on staging some sort of apocalyptic alien asteroid or impact event targeting planet Earth by the date of January 7th. The numerology of which equates the letter Q as in coup d'etat. This is an overthrow of Earth. This is basically. I should also mention that in the aftermath of this impending event, it's highly likely that the CIA will stage some sort of space-based contagion outbreak. So what they'll claim is that these rocks hit the Earth, and then suddenly there was this outbreak, and then they're going to basically lock the whole world down, pass draconian travel bans, vaccine mandates, stay-at-home orders, and basically claim that this is some apocalyptic alien-based contagion. And there's a movie, of course, called Alien Contagion, and there's multiple Hollywood propaganda films which basically claim that Earth gets infected by some sort of space-based contagion as pretext for a global pandemic. So some sort of major 3I Atlas interstellar comet-based event targeting planet Earth is expected by the date of January 7th, 2026. Obviously, if that happens, I would kindly ask that you download this video and share with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. And to corroborate the notion that this is a man-made hoax being perpetrated by CIA headquarters at Lake Geneva in Switzerland, the interstellar planet or comet, otherwise known as 3I Atlas, has been in direct communication with CERN. So this is CIA. CERN is the cover for CIA. This is the world's top nuclear laboratory located beneath Lake Geneva in Switzerland. And of course, this planet decided to talk to CERN. Out of all the people it could talk to, these aliens from 3I Atlas, they directly contacted CIA headquarters because they know who's in charge, coincidentally. So out of all the governments of the world, out of all the different space agencies around the world, they just happened to contact CERN and let them know that they're communicating with them and their messages have been going directly to them. Makes a lot of sense, right? Well, it only makes sense when you realize that it's a hoax being perpetrated by the CIA, whose headquarters are coincidentally located at CERN. So obviously this is an epic hoax, and the CIA is going to execute it somewhere around the world by the 190th day of this particular event, which just happens to be on January 7th, and it was found on 7/1. So this is Q and Q. It's a coup d'etat being executed by CIA headquarters. So obviously, if this comes to fruition in reality, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national,